Hello? I don't even know. I should log in somewhere else. What if I had a live stream and nobody showed up? Ooh, I'm gonna have to turn this off. I have it open in another screen and there's like 15-second delay. How you doing, Josh? How's the weather down there? Probably still warm, right? Not raining. It is cold and rainy here. They had the I guess CX Nationals are pretty close to here. Guess a lot of our guys are volunteering. Would have liked to have gone, but I got adulting responsibilities. I had to take my kid to piano practice. Let's see. Tornado watch. Oh man, nice cold tornado watch. I bet you're probably on call for the fire department too. How does this work? I'm trying to see who's all in here. I've not streamed from inside the house before. So this is a little new for me. All right, it's just you and me right now, Josh. So, guess I'll start breaking down my trip. Basically, my parents live in Arizona. They live outside Phoenix in Sun City West. So I flew there Thursday night, stayed overnight with them, and then drove to Sedona Friday. If you've never been to Sedona, it's like maybe 2.5 hours from Phoenix. My parents are a little bit northwest of Phoenix, so a little shorter, but you're still call it going up the hill, up the mountain. So, yeah. Anyway, get to the fest, first time there, and I drive up. I forgot the name of the road. I'm going to bring it up real quick. Whatever road the fest is on. You're supposed to drive up Soldier Pass and park. But I drove up Posse Grounds. Of course, that's all blocked because this is where all the vendor parking is. So if you ever go, drive up Soldier's Pass to go to where the parking is. Noob mistake. Anyway, didn't know where to park, so I just parked at my Airbnb, which it's kind of like around here. Where was it? Somewhere on this side. So the fest is in West Sedona. So there's a lot of trails right by the fest, but all the big trails like Highline, Hogs, and Hangover, they're in a different area. Hangover's like way out here. If I'm pointing correctly. Nope. Hangover is out here. This area. And then Hogs is behind the chapel. I'm sure if you've seen any pictures of Sedona, you'll see pictures of the chapel, which I can't find right now. Anyway, and then Highline is also, it starts pretty much from Oak Creek. Here's the Chapel Trail. That's also where White Line is. Highline's down here, just north of Oak Creek. Anyway, I did none of those because the traffic is brutal. This road, it's like a 2-lane and 4-lane in some spots, and then it's yeah, the traffic's pretty terrible in Sedona. Hey, Mesha, what's up, Frank? So anyway, I stuck mostly to these trails around Posse Grounds Park, and then we rode. What did we do? First ride I did during the fest was with I met up with some of the Phoenix crew. That's Middle-Aged Masher, Henry, War Within MTB. What's the Arizona Dirt Life, AZ Dirt Life, a couple other guys. So they ride in Sedona a lot. So we did Teacup, and we wound up doing the, what's it called? Grand Central. I think I did Grand Central every day, but it's a pretty fun trail. It's mostly downhill, which is probably why it's a popular trail. Afterwards, we went back to the fest, and then some of us wanted to ride some more. So I hooked up with AZ Dirt Life and another Arizona local. He lives in Flag, though. That is Chump MTB, Brian. So we did, what did we do? We rode Teacup, and then we did some of this Thunder Mountain trail. Might be better if I showed you this version. Yeah. So we did Teacup, Thunder Mountain, and our goal was to do this trail, Lower Chimney Rock. It was an okay trail. There was a lot of up downs. There's no really sustained, fast, fun sections. Not bad if you want to, avoid the crowds. But yeah, after that, I went back to my Airbnb. Eric, what's up? Llama, where's Llama Trail, Fat Bike? I guess I can let's search it. I think I've seen it at some point. Oh no. Looks like they got her route of some kind. Okay, it's around Courthouse Butte. Little Horse. It's my first time in Sedona. I did not have a bike. We went with my family. My parents came with, and we hiked Little Horse just for a little bit. That was pretty cool, but I saw so many bikes there, and I didn't have my bike, and I was dying. I was like, should have brought a bike. But, it was a family trip, so no bike that time, unfortunately. But I've learned from my mistake. Yeah, that's what I got, Eric. Not much flow. How do I do this? Oh, I'm still new to this StreamYard thing. Yeah, it's flow, and then the trails are mostly, loose rocks over hard rocks. And a friend was asking like why they have to rebuild the trails after the fest, and it's like I thought they were all armored. That's what we do here. We take a flagstone, we plop it down, and lock it into place with clay. Well, there's no clay or mud. It's in the desert, so that's why it all gets knocked loose. First timer recommendation for Sedona. Ooh, let's see. So I've already done the 3H trails, those are pretty brutal. Highline, if you have one day, my suggestion is to do Highline. Highline is attainable, although some people are going to think it's pretty intimidating. The videos make it look a lot more intimidating than it really is. Also, the downs can be pretty scary, but I walked most of those parts. I think that was Highline was the second trail I rode in Sedona ever. My first trail was the Hogs Trails. First timers. I would say you do the Adobe Jack. That's a climb from down here. I did that with Paul the Punter. So Adobe Jack to Grand Central. Grand Central can be pretty good. There's maybe one or two, maybe three sections you'd want to walk if you're more of a beginner / intermediate. But both those trails are good. What I haven't ridden at all, but I've heard good things about, is these trails out in far west Sedona. Mescal and what's the other one? Mescal. And Eric, you said you were going to do that, or I was thinking of doing that, but decided to stay close on Sunday. I think my legs are toast. Chuckwagon, I think, was the other. Mescal and Chuckwagon I've heard about. Moondust. Moondust on Highline. Yeah, I heard Highline. So these trails tend to change, I guess, from time to time because of all the erosion. I guess that's not any different than anywhere else. Your whole life's not much flow. You'll get there. Josh, I think you already surpassed me with subscribers. So I think you're doing good. And you have a lot more bikes. What else we got here? So one thing I want to hit when I go back is, what's it called? Not bottom out. Where's it at? Not ground control. Darn it. It's like you're going down a canyon, like a bobsled ride. You locals will know what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah, that was my kid running in the background. I got to kick him out. He's playing on his VR. He's making lots of noise. The dog's about to cry to go out too. I thought it was a black. Dead Man's Pass. Okay. Canyon of Fools. That's the one I was thinking of. Thanks, Eric. That one looks really cool. I saw. Let's get this thing out of my face. Yeah, I saw the Nate Hills video on Canyon of Fools. It looks pretty awesome. The other thing I want to do is hike up to this that subway trail. I think that's up by Boynton Canyon. That looks like a cool place to hike. But I mainly did to ride my bike. So, yeah, after I rode the 3Hs, I swore I would swear to ride some of these other trails. So definitely want to hit Highline next time. I miss doing that, but I'm going to try to hit these Western trails. The White Line. When you see it in person, it really makes you think. I always see the videos. It's like, oh, that's not that bad, but it's What you don't see is it's it's like steep, but then it does the thing where as the closer you get to the edge, it gets steeper and steeper. So that's like an easy way to fall off. But what they need is an area that's as steep as the white line and the same rock, and you can practice it for somebody to build their confidence. Riding dirty, 40 minutes. That's so you're in Prescott Valley. Is that where you are, Eric? I did look at jobs there in Prescott, and the one place that interested me was Sturm Ruger, but then all their reviews were pretty terrible, and it'd be a lot to move my family there for an area that doesn't have many engineering jobs. Yeah, what nobody ever sees is the drop off. I think I might have an Instagram post that shows what's below the white line. Just it's like 300 feet to the bottom or something like that, and no chance of recovery. All right, Prescott Valley, very nice. So I'll have to say, after going to Prescott, I think Prescott is a nicer town than Sedona. It's just a little more wider, and the traffic flows a lot better. Sedona's got this nasty one road through the whole thing, and everybody's driving on it. It's just, yeah, just nasty traffic sometimes. Frank, I think there's one called White Line Plus. I don't remember if that starts higher or ends lower or both, but I know was it Simon Bos? I don't know his last name. It's like Bosnan. He's from South Africa, but he's done it. And then if you've ever, I know Hans Ray when he was there, he did the white line and he was like doing a wheelie on the way out. I was like, wow, guy's got talent. What else did I ride? Oh, rode with Paul the punter up Adobe Jack. Not too bad a climb, but the Sunday. Okay, starts higher. Oof. Sunday though, I rode with Colorado Kid, his crew, Unpro Kyle, and Bike Some Jay. We go away. So I've never ridden Soldiers Pass. So we took the road up to Soldiers Pass, and it's like there's a Soldiers Pass, like, what do they call it? OHV road, or whatever the off-road term is for the. You need a key to get through the gate, so you could take your four-wheeler or side by side up. I know the pink Jeeps were going up there, so you take this fire road up, and then take Soldier Pass down. I think that's the right way. Soldier Pass starting from up here, it didn't really seem to flow downward. It seemed to go up and down a lot. So, and that takes you by the seven sacred pools here. When we were there, though, we saw some guys drop in. I think it's this line. Maybe not. Oh, that's a road. There's like this nasty, steep rock chute over here, kind of where I'm. And I saw a bunch of people drop in on that. That looks scary. But yeah. So Soldier's Pass is pretty cool. It's pretty techy. A lot of up downs, but and had to walk a couple spots. It was a cool trail. And we took that to Jordan, to the regular Grand Central. Jordan, there's a steep roll in. I think it was in my video. For Sedona, I chickened out the first time. Second time I was there is with the Paul the Puncher group, and decided to try it. Paul's thing is always lots of front brake only for rock rolls, which is pretty good tip, because it worked for me. After you do it, it's all the mental game. It's a steep rock roll, feel like you're gonna go over the handlebars, but once you get in it, it's easy, and then just got to keep doing it to not lose that confidence. Grand Central, there's a big drop in. I think if you saw my video, there was Unpro Kyle and Joe Colorado Kid dropped in from there. That was pretty intimidating. The first time I did it, I went too slow. I almost went over the handlebars. Hey, how's your knee? Easy dirt life. He took a digger on the Highline rock shoot, and I guess he gained a second kneecap or something like that. So he was out after Saturday afternoon. Yeah, Hans is pretty awesome. I hope I have my post. I had a poster from when I was a kid. I had him sign it when he was at a bike show here. Knee is better. Does it still have a little bump? I didn't see it in person, but that picture looked terrible. It was just a big bump. It wasn't a cut. Robert from Biker, he had a really bad cut on his knee the Thursday before Sedona Mountain Bike Fest. And then he was going to go get stitches the next day. They wouldn't put him in because he waited too long. Okay, so yep. So that was Arizona. That was Sedona. That was pretty good. I had a great time hanging out with all the other YouTubers. We didn't really. Well, I didn't get included in any real big rides. The ride with Colorado Kid, basically I ran into them in the parking lot. It's like, hey, mind if I join you guys? Because it was just the three of them. It wasn't a big YouTube group. They were looking for a chill ride. I'm more of a chill pace ride by then. We did all hang out quite a bit and you'll hear Biker mention this place a lot. I think it's called Famous Pizza. Ken, I got my 2 crashes out of the way the first day on Grand Central. Yeah, Famous Pizza. So Biker swears by that place. And I was there. I was in Sedona 2 nights. we ate there both nights. First night I had buffalo chicken pizza, which was fantastic. All the pizzas look fantastic. And then the next night I had the wings. The wings are fantastic too. I saw Robert and Josh from Daily MTV Rider. They knocked out a plate of 40 wings like pretty quickly. Yeah, that was like slow motion for me, that washout. Just not used to it catching at the edge. But I guess not in Arizona. Yeah, Famous Pizza, great place. And then breakfast, what did we do? Where did we eat for breakfast? Ken? It's a taco place at night. And so I thought I was confused because we were going there for breakfast. Oh yeah, Eric, I saw a segment. I think segment. So one of you guys did that Highline video. I saw you guys. I could have gotten in on the Highline ride on Friday, except I would have had to bike to the trailhead, which would have sucked because that's really far. But yeah, I ran into Brian Gong. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna ride Highline. You should join us." But woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I had a shuttle pass, I would have definitely used that. But yeah, if you go to the fest, definitely I would recommend getting a shuttle pass, especially if you want to ride all these trails to the south. Otherwise, you have to drive there and then find parking, and parking is really hard to find. Usually, the lots are full. So if you can get a shuttle there, that's ideal. I don't know how busy it is on the off, like when it's not the fest. Oh yeah, Highline's fun. I think most of it's doable. I'm definitely a better rider now than I was when I first rode it, so I should have rode it, but whatever. Next time, save something for next time, right? All right. After the Sedona Fest, I went back to my parents, stayed with them for the week. But I did a couple rides. I did a South Mountain ride, my first South Mountain ride. Trying to find it. There it is. So I ran into Jeff, the middle-aged masher. He got me in touch with Crappy Patty, Patrick White. He leads a Taco Tuesday ride at South Mountain. So the Drew brothers were there too, a bunch of other guys, but they've all ridden there before. So I think you park at Pima Canyon. Where is that? Yeah, here's Pima Canyon Trailhead. So we pretty much rode up Mormon and then rode down the last part of National, which is super fun. Definitely want to hit more of that because, yeah, it's techie, but then there's lots of optional lines. And the thing about National, I think it's a lot more different than maybe I just need to expose myself more. That sounded bad. I need to ride more of the Phoenix trails because a lot of what I rode seems the same. Rocks and rocks. But National had big rocks and rollovers and rock rolls. Yeah, most of the trails I've ridden in Phoenix are just rocky trails. Yeah, National is pretty fun. I got shuffled to the back because I didn't know the trail, couldn't keep up with the locals, but super fun. Yeah, rock some more. You know it, Ken. Yeah, I know Mesa. I know middle-aged Masher rides Mesa a lot because he lives there. What's this? Is it over here? Oh, that's Usury. Or Usury. To zoom out far enough. So anyway. Yeah, I need to hit this east stuff. I did Finn's last time I was there. That was a fun place. Where's this? Nope. Tempe. Sorry, I'm going to make you guys sick. Yeah, here's Finn's. Finn's is a nice little area, but it's super confusing. Hawes, that's where middle-aged Masher rides a lot. Oh yeah, definitely gonna ride with you guys some more. Oh, so the other place I rode, I was gonna ride. Dang it, White Tank. I changed my mind at the last minute and went to. Was it up here? Dang it! I have to follow the highway. Oh, there it is. What's this place called? Sonoran Preserve. What's up, Joe? Yep, not dying. I don't think anyone really got injured in our last group. Minor injuries. Yeah, I saw a few people at the fest with like broke like casts on their arms. Yeah, I'm missing it too. Wish I lived closer. You got a what, 12-hour drive though? I guess that's not that close either. Yeah, so I took one day. My mom and I drove out to Sonoran Preserve, and I saw there's two peaks. There's this Dixie Summit, and then Union Peak. So my goal was to get to the two peaks, and that's in the next video. That's the next video I'm going to work on, I guess. This place, rocks and more rocks, ups and downs. This climb though to Dixie Summit was no joke. It was brutal. I was pushing them most of the way. Dixie Enormous. Hilarious. Back in Sedona, what's your favorite trail there, Eric? So the reason I rode here, Sonoran Preserve, is what's his name? I took a video of him in he's in the long jump contest. He also did the bunny hop contest. Can't remember his name. Lane Gaynor. This guy. So I was chatting with him, and I saw he rode at Sonoran Preserve. He said it was pretty good. He was there at night, so the view looked spectacular. But come on. Where's his view? Oh, that was a story. Anyway, that's why I rode Sonoran Preserve. What trips? I've got no trips. I think I used a lot of my trip allocation with my wife. I was gone 10 days. Maybe she says 11 because I think she's counting that first day. That was a long time. It was almost too long. Kind of missed my family. Yeah, I don't have any trips. We do an annual Brown County trip, Memorial Day. So most likely I'll be doing that unless there's some kind of sports ball event I have to go to. If you can hear the birds, that's these guys. Where's the other one? Rays. Ooh, when are you going to go to Rays? I know, who's going to Rays? Frank. Adrenaline is life. Broco is awesome, man. You have to ride more. You have to come with us on the Memorial Day trip if you can, or we'll get a separate trip going. All right. After Phoenix, we went to Prescott. So my friend Ben, he used to live here in Chicago, and he moved to Tempe. His parents have a business there, and he's came down to help run the family business. But turns out he found a wife down in Phoenix. So he's getting married in January. So he was gonna invite a couple of the guys out from Chicago, and we were gonna do a mountain bike bachelor party. Well, turns out I was the only one that could come. So yeah, so just him and I went to Prescott, which, like I said already, I think the town's much nicer than Sedona. Much bigger town. I think I like the downtown. That's a really cool area. Food seems really cool. Although Sedona has good food too. I don't know. I just like the vibe there more. At any rate, I've seen lots other videos since I've been there of Prescott trails, but I think we rode some of the tamer stuff. Ben, my friend Ben, he rides a hardtail right now, so we had to limit ourselves. 19 through 24. Ooh. Yeah, that's way too close. Oh, favorite trail in Dead Man's Pass. Okay. Have to keep that in mind for next time. Yeah, all he has is hardtails and gravel bikes, but he's working on getting a full suspension. He actually works at Spartan Rides, so they're going to hook him up. I was thinking I would bring my single speed out one time, but maybe I'm not that crazy. Prescott, what do we ride in Prescott? We were told the guy at the shop, I can't remember the name of the shop, it has the name Soul in it. It has a little bar in the back. He suggested the Thumb Butte area. Thumb Butte is like the most prevalent, I guess, landmark. That's the most prevalent landmark in Prescott. So we rode that area. So we kind of stumbled around here. What did we ride up? We rode up this Miller Creek. What did I just click? Yeah, I think you could survive on a hardtail in Sedona. Definitely could use a ride with a hardtail in Prescott. Sedona's got some pretty gnarly features, though. I think I described Sedona as punchy climbs and there's some pretty high level technical features, but it's all doable. Well, you got to walk some. I've walked a lot. I've walked plenty. Prescott, I'm going to say, is more sustained climbs and a little more achievable features. I think that's how I've described it. Soul Ride. That's the shot. So yeah, they suggested this Thumb Butte. What's the other part of the name? Something Basin. Spence Basin. Anyway, we rode up here. We finished up on West Trail, which is pretty awesome. And we also did this thing called, not Garden Grove. We did ride Garden Grove. Honey Bucket. Honey Bucket's pretty cool. It's mostly downhill once you get up here. And, has some pretty big rock features. Not big where there's a big drop, but you have to ride through these rocks. Riding between the rocks, not over them. Spence, you were there yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, you definitely are fine with a hardtail in Chicago area. Actually, most of the Midwest trails, with the exception of maybe Shepherd Mountain, you definitely need full suspension. Some of the UP trails, like Harlow Lake, you'll definitely want full suspension, but although I think you can do it on a hardtail. Yeah, Honey Bucket was cool. So was West Trail. Honey Bucket was a little more technical. And then the next day, actually, we ran into a local. He suggested a nice shuttle route, which we could have done because Ben's fiance came up that night, but she had to leave early. He suggested, darn it, somewhere down here. Okay, Aspen was one of them. Yeah, he said to do Moby. Oh, now I'm looking at that. It looks like it goes backwards. I thought it went the other way. He suggested Moby, and then do a little bit of this Aspen Creek, and then take Wolverton Mountain down, and that'll take you all the way back to the road here. Yeah, here. So we couldn't shuttle that. We had to park at Wolverton. We decided to ride Wolverton anyway, so we parked at White Spur, rode up. This is a OHV road. Am I saying that acronym correctly? Yeah, we took this road. It was brutal. It was a brutal climb. You get all the way to the top. There's actually a couple that was they had their overland rig parked somewhere on there. You know, and I wanted to climb Wolverton Mountain, but we were running short on time. So basically we started Wolverton from this intersection, and that's mostly downhill. That was pretty fun. Again, rocks, but pretty smooth, actually. It was a fun downhill ride all the way back to the parking lot. All right, see you, Ken. Take care. Take care of that knee. Yeah, we'll definitely do something next time I'm in Arizona. Might be a while though. You'll be in Sedona. Okay, I have friends going to Sedona in March. They'll actually be there at the same time as the fest. I don't think they plan it that way. Frank, Adrenaline is Life, might be there. I don't know. I don't think his schedule's set yet. Yeah, hilarious. I'll have to watch that video again. Which I used Trail Forks, Truffle Trouble. I'm actually a local admin here in Chicago, so I get it for free, which is nice. Otherwise, you gotta pay for the premium plan, which I think gets you access to everywhere. I think free access is just one area, which, like in our case, would be Palos. I don't think you can get Palos and Raceway. I think it has to be one. Okay. Yeah. So I packed my bike up in the parking lot, flew home. Ben dropped me off at the airport. So that was a fun trip. When I left Chicago, it was like super cold and raining. I think it was actually warmer when I got back. That's Chicago for you. Anyway, that was my trip in a nutshell. There's going to be videos coming out. Sunday's video is going to be South Mountain. Yeah, I had some camera aiming trouble. I grabbed the wrong L bracket. So those of you running GoPros are probably familiar with this piece. I had taken my camera off and I grabbed a different one of these where this was shorter. And I couldn't angle the camera right with that one. That was annoying. So that's what the South Mountain video is. But probably the highlight, I think, Sedona is always awesome, but I think my highlight was experiencing Prescott, just a different area, not barren desert. I mean, they have trees, lots of trees. So I thought that was pretty cool. I already told my wife we should retire there, but I don't think she's on board yet. They say they have snow. And actually the weekend before I went down there, my sister-in-law and niece went to Prescott. No, they didn't. They went to Flagstaff, Phoenix, and Tucson. They went looking at schools for my niece, and my niece already ruled out Flagstaff because they have snow. I mean, the Flagstaff and Prescott snow, it can't be as bad as Chicago, right? Oh, yeah, it was an awesome trip, Michiana Madman. So, yeah. So that's my trip in a nutshell. Divers, what? Diverse? Is that what? Yes, the 3 areas I rode: Prescott, Sedona, Phoenix, very different. I have not ridden in dang it. What's it called? Tucson. I have not ridden in Tucson yet. I actually have former coworkers that all live in Oro Valley. They say it's not that hot because the elevation is high. Someone I know said they were going to do Mount Lemon. Oh, that was Jock Martinez. He's going to do Mount Lemon. That's in March. Those are the guys going to Sedona during the fest. They were planning to do Mount Lemon. I suggested they do Prescott also. Yep. All right. Any questions while we're here? I'm gonna end this in maybe 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I met Jeff Lanowski, super cool guy. Colorado kid. He's got a big personality on the camera, but when he's not on camera, he's totally chill. He's not always in your face. How much for the birds? Pretty bird. The gas man will take care of them. Yeah, no, the blue one. The blue one's been having trouble flying lately. She'll fly and then like miss her mark and crash. Our yellow guy, he flies fine. The yellow guy is much friendlier. But yeah, the blue one hasn't really left the cage lately. I mean, she'll be on top of the cage, but yeah, I think once she realized she can't, she's having trouble flying. What? Trail bird. We used to have a cockatoo, an umbrella cockatoo, and somebody said, "Oh, you should bring him on the trail," which would have been awesome. Except we couldn't keep that bird. He was a lot of work, and I was the only one willing to work with him. Yeah, I don't think budgies make good trail birds. I think they'll fly away and never come back. Pliny the Elders. Is that a restaurant there? What'd be cooler is to bring my snake, the snake on the trail. We have a snake too. I don't know if I have a picture handy. Probably not. Everything's looking sick. That rain. I was gonna ride tomorrow somewhere, but this rain just ruined it all. So I am thinking of doing a race. I'm not sure what. Hey, you want to see my snake? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a race. Probably, I'm not sure which. I was looking at Wausau 24. I had a crazy thought to do the Margie Jessic on my single speed, but I think I'm just not going to do the Margie Jessic at all. All right, I'll see you guys I'll see you in your live stream, Joe. All right. Yeah, or I just won't do a race. I think so. We're gonna have our local race here at Palos, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna enter that or just film like I did the last time, which was what, 2 years ago. Sawiki, yeah, I need to get back there. Maybe I should try to take my single speed before I put the rigid fork back on. I don't know. Rich, you missed it all. Didn't you just got a gravel bike? I've been looking at gravel bikes. I've been looking at trainers. I need to do something so I'm not fat, slow mess in the spring. So Rich, he's another Chicago native that ditched us for better trails in Colorado. So bet it's really nice there. Well, it's probably snowing there now. But yeah. All right, fellas, I'm going to end this here. It's nice chatting with everyone. Yeah, great trip. If you want to ride, hit me up. I'm usually, Instagram is probably the best way to communicate with me. If you're my friend on Facebook, that works too. I think the Mediocre Mountain Biker Facebook page also gets messages. Anyway, the next trip well, not for sure, but next trip probably Brown County Memorial Day. Oh, I've had other live streams, Michiana Madman. I think this is my biggest one so far. Palos would be awesome. But I want to try the new trails too, Paul Douglas, before they make it fat bike only. All right. See you, spokesman. All right. Good night, everyone. If you want to catch me on Joe's live stream, I'll probably head there pretty soon. Looks like he's starting in 6 minutes. Cali Rattle Kid. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Should I finish? Be safe, be kind to each other? Sure. All right.